welcome back. Thank you for the break time. We all got a break as well. Out of the chair. Return to Berggren. Hunters 3. Scars of the North. They finally got a name. Go see. Should we take the long route? Make sure we've got a save. And then let's ride. See if we can't ride all the way back. Just tear through the wilderness. How's that sound? Thank you. This fight spread out all over the map. There's probably more loot I haven't picked up. I don't worry too much about it. Badger! We do need to kill badgers and goats. Even if we're not trying to get all the new items, if we want any of the new items, we still don't have enough badger and goat parts. And when we get this white loot marker, there is no chance of getting skin or bone. We need the green or the blue markers from goats and from badgers. Unless we're gonna spend some serious time hunting, we're just not gonna be able to make that happen. A few here and a few there. Hello, Roach. Don't mind if we call the charger Roach. I'm gonna try something here. Okay, that wasn't exactly what I was trying. There's a skill to leap off your mount. We can now loot from the mount too. A few cool things they changed in the DLC that we couldn't do before. Attack from a mount. We could use a bow, but there's a lunging dismount attack now. And you can loot while mounted.
Maybe I can trade this blue gleam.
I was thinking fight too. It's not the greatest fighter, but it can fight. Here, goat, goat, goat. Brewski! Welcome! This actually is not a bad way to go hunting. We can catch up with them a lot easier. And we can just run them down, as horrible as that sounds.
Tough, but I'm used to it.
How you doing, Drewski? Happy Friday.
Let's see what this blue gleam is worth.
Why do you think she keeps saying that? She's not seeing piles of blue gleam to loot, not that I can tell. If she's talking about the blue gleam I'm carrying and that I haven't spent any of it yet, it's weird. It's not like we're near a merchant. Here. Can't help.
You're prepared.
Looked like it. Shit. I hear that, Bob.
Saving these for the trail.
Yeah, between The Witcher and Horizon, if you live somewhere where you can't get out into the wilderness, where you can't go hiking in the woods, games are getting pretty close. And playing Witcher, playing Horizon, and I just want to be there. It's that good.
Got some blue gleam. Might as well trade it.
All right, Chandler, thanks for hanging out with us today. Till next time, have a good one. Come on. Park status. Park Weekly Report for July 9th to 15th, 2045. Begins with corrupted data. Cuts in at calving has begun. Cow elk may be hostile during calving season. Calving season. Do not approach within 25 yards of elk at this time. CD, hey. Working all the time. Got a job. It's not bad. Good to see you. We're playing the DLC for Horizon. Picked up a random text data point. fire security. Due to recent cool and damp weather, fire danger downgraded from moderate to low, no restrictions on campfires. Robot activity. Seven additional complaints were logged regarding the behavior of Smokey, Hestia-class firefighting robot, towards campers in the park. Despite being programmed to reflect current weather conditions, Smokey snuffed several campfires lit within designated fire rings while playing back the recorded message intended for conditions of severe fire danger. On Friday, Smokey did not return to the robot's stowage shed at the time of park closure. Rangers located him near the north entrance, dumping ice into designated swimming areas of the hot spring. Resisting all attempts at containment, he acted aggressively towards the Rangers and was disabled with a hunting rifle by the site supervisor. Damn, Smokey! RZD, you finally picked up this game. Now you just need some time to play. Oh, you've got a great adventure ahead of you.
Let's find this blue beam a better home.
What? Cheers. That was excellent. How the hell did that get on my screen? There was no noise. Yeah. Cheers. Thank you. That was sweet. Dangerous to go alone. Take this. Thank you, Drewski, very much.
Won't be hard to sell a chunk like this.
I like surprises. Actually gotten... Yeah, we're far enough south. We may have to go north before we can get back to Song's Edge. I'm sure we can navigate through this. Maybe there'll be a pass. Maybe we can go through a pass here. Laundry, groceries. Sunday's my big day for those. Friday off, you gotta use it for that. Whoa! Good roach. Good roach. Alright, I think this is where we hop off. Straight up. They give us anything to climb. Never mind. Let's see if we can go over. Too steep? Too steep.
Going down fast. The nuke might find this blue gleam stuff valuable.
Aloy, stop tormenting that poor goat. She stops and plants her feet, and that's the quick swing. You're never gonna catch it that way. At other times, the swing will lunge, and I know the strong attack can do that too, but even the quick attack, under the right conditions, she'll actually lunge forward instead of planting her feet and doing a side swing. That's how we did a lot of hunting before in the main game. Running up to things and hitting them with the
Yellow,
quick
and
attack.
you're blue. That's how you get green. How do these youngsters not know these things? People still sing the songs of exiles. Those wounds.
Greeting.
The Nora mind their own business and tend to their own lands. The way it should be.
Couldn't Sakuli spend her time fishing or scrubbing dyes or hunting? Ever heard the music of Deep Deep? A remarkable sound.
I'm not turning anything in.
Bergrand.
Oh, we are.
How'd your
Bergrand.
investment pay out?
Quite handsomely. Thanks very much. You know those three crazy Banuk are calling themselves the Scars of the North now?
We do know.
Well, now that I have those parts, I can pay off a debt of my own.
So they've gone south then?
Aye, that they have. I've got a friend in the Sundom by the name of O'Toole. He owes me a favor. Old O'Toole is a machine scavenger, a pretty competent one. So I sent them to learn from the best.
Or at least from the pretty competent.
Well, we work with the resources we have. Speaking of which, here, a token of my gratitude.
Unpack the boxes we've been picking up.
Even if I cared to travel south, I'd not get much further than the Grave Hoard. That place
A
disturbs
new
me.
cloak.
You
Hey, Swallow.
overlooks the tall neck at the
Gotta
falls
decide
of
on
it.
shell and lining color.
It
Got some ideas?
stood lifeless for
truth
as
is-
long as I
RZD,
can
the
remember.
DLC,
Banur abandoned the
how's it
Khartoum
looking?
war. Abandoned
You mean,
us
is it
at
good?
Khartoum.
Yes. You mean, how does
And
it
mourn the
look?
machines who have been enslaved
Looks
by the demon.
fantastic.
The best gift we can
Just
give them.
got to see a little of it, but every bit of it looks great. Oh, it's worth it. Worth it. Untested weapon coil. Some room. Selling lower level stuff and things that aren't needed for crafting. shock. Those combos, I look at that and go, oh, it has an extra mod. That's better, right? I should save that one. Not only will I probably not use it, but how much better is it really? Has something like ranged or melee, that's nice. Has something specific like shock, what are the odds that you use that? And then the other small bonus applies and saves your ass. Doesn't seem to matter too much. So we've got all these. Just thin this out a bit. Same thing here. It's like 10% is the cap on the second property. Maybe 5 for ranged and melee, since those are more rare. Just trying to make a little room. Little coin. We end up with enough of the different types of mods that have a second property that is ranged or melee defense, like that. Then if we were wearing armor that had mod slots, which I'm not, I'm wearing the Shield Weaver armor. So all these defensive mods are kind of moot. We're not putting them in anything. Even if I do put them in a piece of armor, I'm probably not wearing that piece of armor. Sound familiar? Willow water resistant sounds good. Nylon or Vortex like. Wind and vapor barrier. Be a badass cloak. I don't think I've ever had a cloak. I like cloaks. Freeze tear, freeze fire, freeze damage, generic damage. Yeah, I should be selling the ones that don't have secondary mods. They might have a couple percent more. I could look at them as the highest level of any individual mod because they have a single mod and they're close to maxed. Maybe silly. All silly if I don't use it. Stacking damage or tear or handling instead of just putting single property mods in. Stack the secondary ones and get a little bonus from it. So all that silliness so we can make a little bit of room. So we have at least one of these. Box, and we had one of something else in a box I couldn't take out of the box. Didn't have room.
There's no time to waste worrying about the new.
Camping cloak, hammock under quilt over quilts. It's damn back won't allow you to wear a coat all the time. You would wear a coat all the time? All the time, all the time. Storm Slinger. So, hugs are always good. I'll figure out what these special mods are for. Drummer's weapon coil. We don't have a drummer's weapon. I suppose that's why we can't use that one. What about... There's something else. Oh, it was in a treasure box. I didn't go and get it. That one. Untested weapon coil. I wanted to see what that was. Doesn't go there. Untested weapon coil. A lot of damage, tear, and fire. That sounds beautiful, but what does it go in? Has a cross on it, kind of like this drummer's weapon coil. Well, I'm saving those. They've got to go somewhere.
Machines, let's learn to kill them.
Is there no end to the horrors the Daemon is willing to commit against us? Another hunting party with their throats cut and their bodies looted.
Taco nachos?
None of the southern tribes rival with the Nook as hunters.
Loaded nachos? That kind of
Some
thing?
are skewed. Can't let this
Don't do it! Don't do it!
Maybe I can trade this blue gleam.
Why can't Sakura just leave things alone?
So we're supposed to challenge
Some oscillator
our attack.
None grant machines
That is
the
name.
respect of their own.
Outlander. Not many of you in the cut, not since the war.
I've hunted for many years. I've seen machines like those that belong to the Daemon.
My people have been telling tales of your accomplishments. Seems you have taken a special interest in our stretch of snow, Outlander.
Yes. And apparently this is the only way I'll get to see all of it.
Is this a challenge?
For the Warwick.
You? This must be a joke.
It is not a joke, Aratak!
Now I see. The Outlander's your pawn. And with you backing her claim, I have no choice but to accept. I expected better of you, sister.
It was you who forbid me from Thunder's drum, brother.
Brother and sister? This is a little more complicated than I thought.
No, it's simple. You will meet me at the Frost Figures, and I'll put a quick end to this mockery.
Topeka, hi. Happy Friday.
I suppose I owe you an explanation.
Yeah. I suppose you do. So why didn't you tell me that you and Aratak are siblings?
I thought I wouldn't have to. I'm surprised Aratak brought it up in front of a stranger. He must be very angry. Not always the best judge of
People.
I prefer the company of spirits. They're simply my own. I didn't want you to think of our pilgrimage as some sort of family squabble. It's much more important than that.
It's bold, I'll give you that. Going after your own brother.
He gave me no choice. He thinks I'm a child to be shoved to the back of the hunt. He would forbid me from my destiny. And yet, part of me did it knowing he would forgive me, eventually. He always does.
Family drama aside, what's this challenge meant to be anyway?
You and Aratak will hunt machines at the Frost Figures. The victor will be the fastest. Won't be easy.
Nothing about this has been so far.
When you meet us at the
I
starting
can get
point,
a job done,
I'll
but
tell you more. It will be simpler to explain from the base of the hills.
Ourea, it's not about who's related to who. I want to know what's inside Thunder's drum. The spirit, the daemon, and how it all connects to the machines. But if we're gonna go through with this, I need you to be straight with me.
I underestimated you. And Aratak. I won't make that mistake again.
See you at the Frost Figures then.
the Frost Figures. We may not
So,
be
off
headed
to
right
risk my
there.
life in order to take charge of a Banuk
Take stock
hunting
of
band.
things.
Just what I always wanted. Frost Figures, here I come.
It's finished. You'll be able to see her painting from anywhere in songs.
The only way for Aloy to access Thunder's drum and learn its secrets is to challenge our attack to a hunting competition. Winner gains control and pass to the mountain. Maybe that weapon box right above my head, the Nook ice rail weapon. Bet the coils I've picked up are for that. I hope the coils I picked up are for that. Map a little more. Curious about this. We've made it as far as Long Notch, but I have not tried to approach this, whatever this is, and it's still obscured on the map. Something up there. We are being sent. Where are we being sent? Frost Figures for the Werak. Now maybe this is Thunder's drum. I don't know, but I don't want to forget about that. If that's not Thunder's drum, I want to explore it. Where else haven't we been? There's something up here. Not big enough to be a village. There's something. Control tower. Few campfires we haven't passed by. I want to head over to Long Notch. Go back over here. We were there yesterday briefly. Maybe we'll deal with that tower, the machines around it. I want to find out what this is. At some point, we will go to Frost Figures. Just thinking about time, we might finish this today. I don't know how much is left, but we might finish today. If we finish today, I mentioned possibility of starting Assassin's Creed tomorrow. What I don't want to do is rush, but I don't think we need to rush. And it almost looks like we could finish without rushing at all. But let's head back to Long Notch. Right on, Zempika. Stu. Here. I took a bunch of Advil for the headache earlier and it didn't do a thing. Or I would take more. I can't take more. Already did that. It's probably been almost long enough that I could. But it didn't work earlier. Why is it gonna work now?
wear the machine's purple markings. To approach them without caution is to lay wood on your own pyre. The blue light fades from the world, and yet return to the frozen Tallneck. Curious.
Hey, it's Varga again. Arja, we've got a new weapon she might be able to upgrade. Bet
Find
she needs
anything
something
interesting
for
lately?
it.
I might have. Let's talk.
Forge fire. We've got a flamethrower, and she can upgrade it.
A weapon that spits flame, huh? Like this one? I took this thing off an Oseram bandit. Think you could do anything with it?
You got my forge fire back? Well, if you took down Olgrid and his goons for this thing, I guess she's yours now.
Why don't you finish it for me first? Make her into the weapon she was supposed to be.
Thought you'd never ask. I'm gonna need a bellowback snout. Any bellowbacks will do. Can you handle it alone?
I think I can manage that.
We don't already have one, I don't.
This forge fire of yours, what do you need to finish it up?
Like I said, a bellowback snout ought to do it. I'm not picky.
If I find anything I think you'd like, I'll be back around.
You better.
Don't forget, the Mad Sun King's cruelty survives him. Even if we can trust Mother, Sunfall still
Bellowback
stands.
snout. It's sending us to a known bellowback site. There are bellowbacks up here, though. There's just no site, huh? Well, it's not too far off our trail. We'll get a bellowback snout, upgrade our flamethrower. Let's do it. Let's do it. And leave the frozen north for a minute, although it might still be snowy where we're going. So, how about those load times? What? Alright, my chat computer just blue screened. DPC watchdog violation. Nice. What the hell did that? PC watchdog violation. Detected code. I'm running Chatty. And Chatty and Chrome, I think, are the only things running. Stream still up? Weird happened. have dropped some frames. I'm guessing unrelated. I just haven't been looking at the frame drops. Okay, let's see. Jenny, come back out. Right. Okay, there's never blue screen before. It did just get the fall creators update days ago. Thanks, Microsoft. First blue screen. Overdoing the sneaking here. We're trying to get to a Belloback site. It was the AOL. It had to be. Misbehave. Hey, happy Friday. We've left the frozen north briefly. Get a Belloback snout. API error. API error. Has that been happening? Has anyone noticed if that's been going on? Happy Friday. All around. How are you holding up today? Great! Better! Some days I just feel like the worst shot in the world! I mean, the thing's as big as a barn door. And it's really close. It's running away now. Been wrestling with a headache all day that doesn't want to go.
That should do it.
But, you know, grand scheme of things, no big deal. Still prefer no headache. Go! The lock is not, why the box is not falling off is because it has little latches on its backside. Ugh. Do you see the latch that I kind of aimed for when I... right by there, on the side of the box? You break the latches, you will drop the box. kill him and then he does not drop the box. We're looking for a bellowback snout. Did we get one? Really? We got one. We got one. We got one! Woo. Today for hugs is what it is. Today we need lots of hugs. Lots of hugs will be had. Now upgrade your spear. You can tell the spear's more powerful. Back when we were playing this the first time through the main game, I had a hard time figuring out what was on the previous tip. It didn't click for me, not naturally. As you apply an elemental damage shock or fire corruption, you see the icon for it, but only when it fills completely and gets a bold circle around it has that elemental actually been applied successfully. I wasted a lot trying to do things that weren't working. Sometimes you gotta hit something with elemental arrows over and over again. Grenades, what have you, but...
Hello.
Barja, what do you have for us now? Time to upgrade the flamethrower.
Find anything interesting lately?
I might have. Let's talk. I've got what you asked for. Show me what you had in mind for the forge fire.
Finally! Was feeling like I neglected her. And that's a little too close to my family life. She's done and she's yours. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Looks great. I almost expected you to turn it into a burning ropecaster or something.
Nah, she was close to perfect from the start. She's a Varja original after all.
Thanks for your work on the forge fire.
Pleasure. I mean, you couldn't be more of an improvement on her last owner. What a pile of slag he was.
You gotta try this thing out.
If I find anything I think you'd like, I'll be back around.
You better.
The song has kept me company in your absence.
We added 2 more slots. Hey, it can take the weapon coils. Damn. It can take that untested weapon coil. 51% damage. 35% tear. This isn't a tear weapon, but it is a fire weapon, so it gets 2 out of 3 properties on this kick-ass mod. Get damage or fire. Has 2 different fire types. Fire and damage. And damage. What does the ammo take? Takes such as blaze. Or blaze and fire burster pack, fire thrower pack.
Is there no end to the horrors that Damon's brought to
about the 2 fire modes?
Have you ever heard
We switch fire modes. Let's try it.
May you survive
Don't want to waste
the-
fuel. Oh, we just would switch it here. That's silly. Don't know what I was thinking.
Remember the first time you took down a machine? Could anyone really forget?
Slow and quiet, does it?
Well, kind of a straight shot. Alright, we'll hang on to it. I hope it's good. Hope I can use it well. What do you think? Which side of the screen? You have any preference which side of the screen I'm on for this one? I've been on the right side of the screen, but I keep finding myself blocking things over there. I know what I block
wonder
over
what
here.
they'll trade for Blue Gleam.
Maybe it would be better. Over here, I just need to occasionally see what I have selected for an item, but I can see it over my shoulder. It doesn't really matter if I block that.
I'll give this to the office. Whatever they do with passion.
I know it.
Go clear that control tower.
I know my place.
Got some Blue Gleam. Might as well trade it.
They got stalkers in there. I'm not gonna try to approach and override. We'll do that. Now my shield weaver armor will work the way it's supposed to work.
They're angry.
Stalker saw me. Yeah, I got those two. I got those two. Stalkers. Like Prox mines. I don't think the flamethrower is going to work too well on these. Let's save it. Wrong arrow type anyways, but... The Stalker I wanted the Tear Blast arrows for. Because the Stalker is some mean-ass hardware. And if I could get his extra bits off... Oh! Freeze them to make them brittle.
Don't forget the man Sun King's cruelty survives. Even if we can trust them.
Let's try that again. If I could get up to that perch.
I'm wide open
Not
until I deal
everything
with
could
that
get
tower.
me up there. The stalkers might be able to launch some stuff up there. See about getting up there. Much better. How much more left? Stream or DLC? I'm not sure I have the answer to either one, but which are you thinking? Stream? I'd still like to do a full stream. It's doing alright. It's scrummy that it's burning it all, but it's not too bad. Oh, where's your gun now? The DLC, you gotta dash out soon, see that poppy. Ah, concert. Since I don't know, that's tricky. I think we might finish today, Bob. Tell you what, I will send you a message on Twitch. At least a whisper of it. I can send you a Twitch message. If we finish, if we're gonna be doing AC tomorrow, I can let you know. Oh, yeah! Probably noon my time. Might go early. If we start AC, you gotta work. It's awesome on Saturday. Probably normal time. Probably normal time. Start at 5. Ow! I used to love getting up that early, but it wasn't working early that I loved. I love the quiet. 5 a.m. is a nice quiet time, but probably not at work. Hey, you. Quit moving like that! He knows. He knows. He knows. This is all a trick. This is all a trick. Yep. Aloy! Good God! Told you. Go. Holy shit! Told you it was a trick to get me to come down from my safe spot. We're very close. I let him lure me down. Lured me out.
My favorites are simply jokes.
It's not just old machines that fall.
See, if I attacked from here now, they would just get repaired by the pulse. We got to take the pulse first. Power goes. We can have a fight. Problematic.
My shield's down. Gotta get rid of the tower.
Power gone. Holy shit! One hit. Something. I think she left her boots behind on that one. She went flying and her boots are still there.
Faithless hunters, like a symbol of something poetic but unreal.
These are those other new weapons. Frostclaw heart. Actually, we could get the new weapons. Those don't require the animal bits. What did require the animal bits? That weapon. Boar skin. The special maps. Badger bone. Goat bone. Goat skin. Those are the things. We actually could get the weapons if we took on the right machines. Got some parts from them.
Red light.
At least get up here. Good. This. It was going so well. Green Leader, how is everyone's Friday going? Well, it was going quite well. Getting my ass kicked repeatedly here. Yours.
We should not pilot father's guilt into the loop.
What? In the in-game stuff? It's all good. I'm just teasing. Yes, I'm getting my ass kicked, but that's hardly new. Oh, right. This is not a game I mind getting my ass kicked at. Wasn't fully drawn. Haven't been spotted yet.
She's quick.
No, we kind of have. They still don't. They're on alert, but they don't really know where we are yet. Let's not dive right in. I think it'd be better to approach this. Okay. Green. Hope that's fun.
They're hidden.
Come on. Have fun, Bob. Have a great time at the show. Typing is hard. Sensors on those things. Split the difference. Site trying to hack? Wow. I don't know, you tell me, what's it doing? Ow! It should load. It should load up the HTTPS version that doesn't trigger that generic message. When you go there, even if you don't go to the HTTPS version, it should still pass you over to the HTTPS version, and that shouldn't be a thing. Hello, Alyssa. Doing pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, actually, my head's feeling a little better than it was earlier. Been a long, headachy day. How's your Friday? Yes. Been good? Good. Good.
Got some blue gleam. Might as well trade it.
Alright, that was good. Got that cleared. We're either going hunting competition or more tower up there. Time it is too. Let's... No, we really haven't been up in this area of the map at all. Campfire up there we haven't discovered, so we have not been over here. Go back into Long Notch, pass through it. I want to see what that is, if we have access or no access. And we'll take our halfway break here, see. I gotta try and eat something. Ed wasn't feeling
Let's
so
see what
hot.
this blue
I
gleam is
really didn't
worth.
eat much. Had some of the eggs I made.
Whatever new machines call for that.
Dog some food and get me some food. What is that? Oh, no doubt. That's where we're probably trying to get access to by challenging air attack. Maybe this is the passage. It looks like the wall from Game of Thrones. Sort of. Love running around in the snow out here.
I wonder what they'll trade for blue gleam.
Badger. Hey, boy. You're gonna get the parts you need like that.
so little worth saying to you.
Yeah,
I didn't
let's
think the
make our
tonics
let's
still
make her
had
stand
any
here.
worth in it.
Take a break,
But I was wrong.
and then we'll be back for the hunting challenge. After that, why don't we just move over to that campfire now? Takes a while for the game to load. Oh, but if I load and then walk away, we'll probably die. Guess I'll wait. Yeah, my head does not hurt as bad as it did earlier. This is good. Now, if it could just go away all the way. Bing, loading. Bing. That looks safe. See you all in a few minutes.